Again, how are living things adapted to their environment? It's page 151. 151. As you know, we have here this video. We're gonna listen it together.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have a feature of another animal? Speed like a cheetah, wings like a falcon, or fins like a salmon? Different animals have unique characteristics. Take a look at this penguin. By clicking the highlighted areas, you can discover just a few of its unique features. When done, click the Next button to learn more about how other animals are uniquely adapted to their environments.
Muhammad Mazen, could you please give me like one information about penguin?
Okay.
Any information? What do you know about
Okay.
penguin?
I know about penguin. They swim in ice water and they eat fish.
Perfect. Danny, what do you know about penguin? Okay. Abdul Mohsin, what do you know about penguin?
They're some kind of birds, and their wings they have wings, but waterproof.
So they can fly?
No, only waterproof wings to swim.
Okay. Yusuf,
Yes.
one information about penguin, if you
Mm,
know.
they slide on their body.
What?
They slide on their body.
Okay. Now let's go on.
This penguin's
And they
beak
keep shouting.
is long, straight, and pointy. Does its shape remind you of a spear? Perhaps the penguin uses its beak like a spear to catch fish. Penguins are birds, but they don't fly. At least, not in the air. Some people describe their movement through water as flying. Their unique wings look different from the wings of most other birds. Penguins' wings are called flippers. Their flippers are rigid and thin, and they help penguins move through the water quickly. Do you see any similarity between the flippers on the penguin and the ones on dolphins? The body shape of this penguin is long, oval, and curved on the belly, kind of like the shape of a toboggan. In fact, some penguins do get around their snow and ice-covered environments by tobogganing on their bellies. Imagine getting to toboggan on your belly to school on snowy winter days. Brrr! Welcome to the lesson, How Are Living Things Adapted to Their Environments? In this lesson, you'll learn how physical and behavioral adaptations of living things help them survive in their environments. The vocabulary words for this lesson are environment, adaptation, physical adaptation, and behavioral adaptation. Click each word to find out more about it.
So we have here some definitions for some terms like environment, physical adaptation, behavioral adaptation, and instinct. So what I mean by environment first. So any answer here? Abdullah Khalid? Okay. Okay. Danny? Danny?
Yes.
Danny, what I mean by environment? What is your definition for this word?
Environment, that means the place they're living. Like, for example, we're talking about a Komodo dragon. Just don't ask me how I know. These animals just follow me. They
Okay,
live on an island, and that island is their environment. That means like home.
perfect, perfect. Ahmed Omar, what do I mean by environment?
It's a place where an animal live.
Only animals?
Not animal, living things and non-living things live
Yeah,
together.
everything, yeah. Yusuf Hazm,
Yes.
what do I mean by adaptation? Do you know?
Yes.
Yes, go
Adaptation
on.
means
Mm,
adaptation means like every animal is adapted to the environment.
yeah. What do you mean by adapted?
I don't know.
Like they can live
In
without any
environment.
problems, right? Like
Yes.
when you live in the desert, you know that the temperature is very high.
Mm.
And like this turtle here, it can live in this high temperature. So it's kind of adaptation. So now
Okay.
let's go on with definitions. Environment, number one.
Environment. All the living and non-living things that surround and affect an organism.
Again,
Environment. All the living and non-living things that surround and affect an organism.
so like Ahmed Omar said, for living and non-living things that surround and affect an organism. Okay, this is number one. So let's see number two. What is physical adaptation?
Physical adaptation. An adaptation to a body part.
Again,
Physical adaptation. An adaptation to a body part.
okay, next.
Adaptation. A trait or characteristic that helps an organism survive. Behavioral adaptation. Something an animal does that helps it survive.
The last one.
Instinct, a behavior that an animal begins life with and that helps it meet its needs.
So Razin, let me ask you, do you know what is the difference between instinct and behavior?
No.
You don't know. Okay, let me ask Abdul Mohsen.
Yes,
Abdul Mohsen, what is the difference between the word instinct and the word behavior?
um, uh,
In your
physical
mind,
behavior, you mean?
give me any answer. Like what I mean by instinct and what I mean by behavior.
Instinct?
Hmm.
You mean instinct or instinct?
Instinct, this word.
Okay. Uh, I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay. So this word instinct means something you do it by nature. Like if you see the babies of a duck, they follow their mother in the water. They do that without any learning. So it's instinct. But behavior, something you do it by learning. So if I ask you, Jamal,
Yes.
Jamal, when you eat, you use a spoon or fork, or you eat by your hand?
By the fork.
Yeah. Uh,
Sometimes
so,
my hand.
you do it by like a behavior or instinct? You learn
Behavior.
its behavior,
You have
yeah.
to learn how to use it.
So you learn to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. Let's go on again.
The mimic octopus impersonates other organisms. By changing its appearance, behavior, and even its skin texture, it can mimic a sea anemone, a flounder, the toxic lionfish, or the venomous sea snake. Mimicry helps animals survive by helping them avoid predators or capture prey. It is one of many kinds of adaptations that help living things survive in their environment.
Okay. So Nader,
What?
if I talk about mimicry or octopus, how can they face like predators? How can they face predators?
They change color.
Yeah. What else? They can
Uh,
attack.
and they can do that black thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what's its name.
Okay.
The mimic octopus impersonates other organisms. By changing its appearance, behavior, and even its skin texture, it can mimic a sea anemone, a flounder, the toxic lionfish, or the venomous sea snake. Mimicry helps animals survive by helping them avoid predators or capture prey. It is one of many kinds of adaptations that help living things survive in their environment.
So Ahmed Samir,
Which page?
Ahmed Samir, can you see the video?
Yeah.
Yes, Ahmed, tell me please, is this a kind of adaptation?
What?
Is this kind of adaptation? What you listen here in this video, or you wanna listen it again?
I just skipped.
Okay, just listen to this.
The mimic octopus impersonates other organisms. By changing its appearance, behavior, and even its skin texture, it can mimic a sea anemone, a flounder, the toxic lionfish, or the venomous sea snake. Mimicry helps animals survive by helping them avoid predators or capture prey. It is one of many kinds of adaptations that help living things survive in their environment.
Muhammad Tarbush. So mimicry is kind of camouflage. So some animals can use it to face the predators. Do you think that? So Muhammad, I'm talking about some animals underground. Maybe they live in the sea, like octopus. Okay, they can use some kind of camouflage called mimicry to face predators. So it's kind of adaptation. Okay, Muhammad?
Okay.
An environment is all the living and non-living things that surround an organism. What is your environment like? There are many different types of environments besides the one you live in. Organisms live in all of them. Click the images to see some examples.
Taha, can you please describe your environment?
Uh, the environment is a place where non-living and living animals live.
No, no, no. I'm talking your environment. Where do you live? Can you describe your place?
In a
Uh,
house.
no, no. It's I don't mean the house. I mean the area, the city, the place surrounding
In
you
Jeddah.
in Jeddah. Is it desert or an ice place or what? Can you describe it?
ايش؟
في غصاخة ايش ايش
ايش شايفة؟
طيب
تحول
خلاص.
يصير.
Yes. Taha, I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Taha, like, did you see the sea before in Jeddah?
Yeah.
So can we get like fish from the sea?
Yeah.
Okay. So Taha, is this a high temperature in Jeddah?
Yeah.
So this is cold environment. So we have to describe it, right?
Okay.
What are the animals which live in this city? Like, can we say it's maybe dogs, cats, cows? So we have to describe our environment by this way. Okay, again.
Brr. The Arctic tundra is cold. It's also treeless and has little rainfall. Part of its soil is permanently frozen. Imagine what you would need in order to survive in this environment. Some of the organisms that live here are low-growing shrubs and moss. Because of the lack of rainfall and big temperature changes, few plants grow in the desert. Abundant rainfall in a temperate forest allows trees to grow tall. This type of environment has 4 distinct seasons: summer, fall, winter, and spring.
Saad, for this one, do you think that this environment help the organism to develop, to grow up?
Yes,
Why? What is the reason?
because there's a lot of water
Yeah, and what else?
and trees to make food.
Yeah, and the good temperature is very important for the organisms. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
A forest canopy is the uppermost layer of a forest where the crowns of the trees meet. Trees that grow to the canopy get the most sunlight and rain. Some organisms live their whole lives at the top layer of the forest, never coming down to the ground.
Okay.
A freshwater river has fast-moving water. Plants live in shallow areas and on banks.
Okay. This one. Let me go to use folder. Use folder. Okay. Muhammad Sultan.
Yes.
Muhammad Sultan, do you know what is the longest river in the world?
Long
So we are talking about rivers now. Do you okay? Do you know some names for rivers?
No.
Okay, no problem. Walif,
Mister, what is the page?
it's page 151. Faisal, what is the longest river in
Yes.
the world?
The longest river?
River, yeah.
I don't know.
Anyone knows here? Ahmed Samir, do you know?
God.
Do you know Ahmed?
Yeah, Amazon.
The Amazon. Not perfect. Not Amazon. It's Nile River. Do you know Nile River? So Nile River in Africa, and it passing through like 10 countries from Tanzania until Egypt in the north. So if we describe the environment of rivers, like freshwater river has fast moving water. How many kinds of organisms can we find it in this river? Of course, a lot. So it depends on the environment. When you find like environment with rivers, it's different from the desert, different from the ice places, and so on.
Deep-sea hydrothermal vents are cracks near the bottom of the ocean floor where water comes into contact with hot melted rock below the surface and becomes superheated. This environment has high temperatures and no sunlight. At one point, scientists believed that organisms would not be able to survive in such harsh conditions. We now know that a variety of organisms thrive near deep-sea hydrothermal vents.
Ahmed, what do you know about volcano?
Volcano?
Yeah, volcano.
It's a huge mountain that every time it erupts, it brings out water, but it's fire combined. So
Yeah,
basically, every time it erupts, it just explodes and maybe even comes to a country, asteroids from it.
is it helpful for us or very dangerous?
Very dangerous. It is so bad for us.
And it's so bad. If you get closer to this volcano, it's very dangerous, you know? But after that,
Yeah,
you can get
but
some minerals or even some jewelry.
but there's people that literally wanted to go to the Philippines, then they found this volcano, then for some reason they went to it, then it became dark, then they got lost near the volcano.
Yeah. You know,
That could
Ahmed,
happen
we
easily.
have also some spots under the sea. They are dark and extremely hot, like this one. So they may be like
They could
so
they could
of a volcano.
easily just kill you with like one touch.
Yeah. Perfect.
Tide pools are found in rocky areas along the edge of the ocean. Tide pools are swept by strong waves when ocean levels rise with the tides, and they dry out at low tide.
This one.
Some organisms live in dark underground environments. You've learned that organisms are adapted to a variety of environments. What characteristic of both the Arctic tundra and a desert environment would make finding a low-growing shrub in either environment likely? Click your response.
Firas, Firas, why might you find a low-growing shrub in either the Arctic tundra or a desert environment? In your opinion, why? High temperature, low rainfall, lack of sunlight, cold temperature. What do you think?
The last one.
The last one, cold temperature. Okay, let's try it.
That's not right.
I just don't
The
know
Arctic
because
tundra has very cold temperatures, but the desert can get very hot.
Okay,
Try again.
let's try this another one. Okay. Manaf, are you here?
I come just now. Yes, mister.
Manaf, what do you think? Why might you find a low-growing shrub in either Arctic tundra or desert environment? High temperatures, low rainfall, or lack of sunlight? Can you choose anyone from them? Okay. Ahmed Sultan,
Lack of sunlight.
lack of sunlight. Sure. So there is not a plenty of sunlight in these places?
That's not correct. The desert environment gets a lot of sunlight. You can try again.
Talal Al-Ghamdi? Okay. Suleiman? Ammar?
Yes, yes.
Yes, Suleiman, where are you, Suleiman?
The thing that I pressed to mute.
Okay, no problem. Suleiman, the same question for you. Why might you find a low-growing shrub in either the Arctic tundra or desert environment? High temperature or low rainfall? What is the reason? And give me the reason with explanation, please.
Can you
Teacher,
read
do it.
the question again?
Why might you find a low-growing shrub in either the Arctic
What is
tundra?
a shrub?
It's kind of plant. Okay?
Okay.
In either the Arctic tundra on the left and desert environment on the right. Why? Because of high temperature or low rainfall? What do you think about these environments? We have a high temperature for them
High temperature.
or low rainfall for both of them?
High temperature.
High temperature for both of them? Okay, let's try it.
Not this one. The desert environment has high daytime temperatures, but not the Arctic tundra. But try again.
So of course we have here 3 mistakes. So we have low rainfall.
You've got it. Low rainfall is a characteristic of both the Arctic tundra and a desert environment. The dry climate keeps plants from growing very large in both regions.
So we have low rainfall for both of environments, like desert environment. You might find some rains and very little rain. So it's low rainfall for both of our environments. Okay.
One type of adaptation is a physical adaptation. Physical adaptations are parts of an animal's or plant's body structure that help the organism survive in its environment. Click each picture to see some examples of physical adaptations.
So it's enough today for this video. Let's open our book to write some answers. It's page 151. Please open it and write this answer. How do the characteristics of this fox help it survive in its environment? Badr, are you here?
Yes.
Okay. So, Badr, how do the characteristics of this fox help it survive in its environment?
The fox's fur color allows it to blend in with its
Environment.
environment. Its short ears keep the fox from losing too much body.
Yeah.
Its thick
Yeah.
fur acts
as
as
insulation.
solution.
Yeah, perfect. Abdullah Mahfouz.
Yes,
Yes, Abdullah, how are you?
good.
Abdullah, can you please tell me what is environment again?
Environment
Yeah.
is a place of habitat
Yeah, only for living or non-living or both of them?
for living.
Only for living, not for non-living things?
Both of them, both of
Both
them.
of them. So this is called environment. So you need to revise this video again to know what is environment, what is behavior, what is adaptation, what is physical adaptation, what instinct. Okay, all of this I need that. So if you keep it in your mind, you can answer in the quiz. Okay, let's jump to another page. Page
I'm not
152.
done, but
Page 152.
Mister, I'm not done.
Can you please divide the video and write the answers again? Suleiman.
Okay.
So all of this is like explanation, explaining the video. Here we have very important information. The largest environment on Earth is the ocean. Why ocean? Because look at this picture. We have 3 over 10 for land and 7 over 10 for water for the planet Earth. So if you go to space, and you look to planet Earth, you will find its color, it's blue color, and its shape from the space very marvelous, very amazing from the space. So the largest environment on Earth is the ocean. Water covers about 7 over 10 Earth's surface. The rest is land. Use this information to determine how much of Earth's surface land. Label the circle graph below. So as you can see here, we have 7 over 10, so a fraction for water, and 3 over 10 for land. Okay, now I'd like to thank you for this time and try to do the homework of today. I think there is no homework today. Okay, there is no homework for science today. Just revise this lesson from the video and try to read all of these information again, and see you later. Goodbye.
Bye bye. Bye.